Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the University of Rochester for tonight's Rainbow Classic. It's Pittsford Mendon versus Pittsford Sutherland, the Pittsford versus Pittsford rivalry. And it is another sellout crowd, 19 straight sellouts for this great event. We are just moments away from tip-off, and at this point, we're going to take you down to the court for the introduction of today's teams, the Star Spangled Banner, and we'll be back for tip-off of today's Rainbow Classic. One of the great things about this event, before the game even starts, you can hear the crowd, you can feel the excitement. These students are packing this place. They are looking forward to it. Well, you just saw introductions. We're going to give them to you again one more time. We're going to start off first with the Mendon Lady Vikings, number 4 in New York State, and currently coming into today's game with a 5-1 record. At guard for Mendon, number 15, Danielle Strauff, the sophomore for Mendon. Number 20, leading scorer, Lexi Green, the junior, and a 4-year member of the varsity team. Number 21, Anya Coleman, also a sophomore. And in the front court, you have Sydney Green, number 25, a senior, as well as number 31, fellow senior, and captain Katie Bishoping. And for the Sutherland Lady Knights, entered today with a 2-4 record. They have a very young team. We're going to see that theme a lot between both games. A lot of new faces, a lot of youth in both of these games. For Sutherland, number 3, McKenna Davis at guard, the junior. Number 4, Allie Renica, team captain and a senior. Number 5, Brooke Pistorius, a junior. And the front court for Sutherland, number 20, Ellie Bergen, just a freshman. And number 23, junior, Maylee Garcia. So we've been looking forward to this game. We've marked it on the calendar, as I'm sure the teams have, before the season even began. Really looking forward to this. Two teams who are very familiar with one another and who've had different starts to the season, but you never know what happens when the Rainbow Classic starts. So we are set to begin, and the opening tap is going to go to the Mendon Vikings as the crowd gets fired up. Green's going to go inside, and quickly the basket and the foul. So just like that, Mendon with the outside-inside game. That was Sydney Gordon starting things off quickly. I'm actually going to call it on the floor. So a little bit of a break there for Sutherland, and it's going to be ball underneath for Mendon. Quick pass inside, that's Bishoping, spins, lays it up, and good. So a quick early 2-0 lead for Mendon as Sutherland gets their first possession. McKenna Davis running point for the Knights. She's being pressured by Anya Coleman for Mendon. See a lot of pressure from this Mendon side. A quick double team as Garcia takes control of it. Fires it over the left side to Davis. Goes underneath, a quick layup, no good. Rebound to Sutherland. Garcia is going to push it back outside. And driving down the lane and rejected. That was number 5, Brooke Pistorius. But the Mendon defense standing tall. And the ball actually going to go off of Sutherland and over to Mendon. So a good start for this Mendon Vikings team. We mentioned 5-1, ranked 4th in New York State. Last year's New York State champions and the first team from Section 5 to win the Federation tournament. Quite a season they had. What a fun run. We were lucky to be a part of that as they quickly answer on the other end. That's number 15, Danielle Strauff, giving Mendon the 4-0 lead. So a quick start here for the Vikings. Looking to take control of this game early. Sutherland head coach Dan Judd, as we have a steal there and a fast break for Mendon. We'll get back to that in a second. Mendon with the ball with possession. Outside, Strauss going to hand it off to Green. Green's going to drive the lane. Such a dangerous player. She's going to get fouled and go to the line for a pair. That's Lexi Green, the leading scorer for this Mendon team. Getting back to Coach Judd, he admits that a lot of new faces, a lot of newcomers for this team. It's going to be a tough game for them. Says his expectations for today are to compete possession to possession and see where they are at the end. And that's all you can hope to do against the number 4 team in the state in Mendon, is just try to limit possessions, try to keep this close, and see where you are at the end. The first one is no good for Green. Second attempt is up and also no good. Good hustle there on the outside. Mendon's going to keep possession. Green's going to get it back again, drive the lane, lays it up, and this time it's good. So 6-0 lead for Pittsford Mendon. Just about 2 minutes into this game, and you see some more of that defense. Going to be a little too aggressive as Mendon's going to get called for a foul. As Strauss going to pick up her first of the game, team second. Going to be side out of bounds for Sutherland. McKenna Davis inbounds it for the Knights. Quick pass inside, just a little bit over the head of Ellie Bergen, and Mendon will retake possession. So if you're Coach Todd Julian, this is what you want, a fast start against your rivals. Early 6-0 lead for Mendon. Oh, nice feed inside to Lexi Green, who's going to get fouled again. Excuse me, Lexi Green is going to go to the line again for 2. Green, a 4-year member of the varsity team, is just a junior, so she's still got another year. As do a lot of the girls in this game. Both these coaches got to be happy with the future of their programs as the first one goes in for Green. On the season, a 60% free throw shooter, averaging 19 points a game, just under 5 rebounds, knocks them both in. For a good rebound there from the first 2 misses, knocks down 2 for Mendon, and it's 8-0. 2 minutes into this game, Lady Vikings, and more of that pressure. They are just extending full court. You got Green all alone underneath, going to lay it up, and Coach Judd's already signaling for a timeout. So if you're drawing this game up, all the excitement, looking forward to this game, you couldn't ask for a better start if you're Mendon. An early 10-0 lead. A very experienced Mendon team. They're replacing a lot of starters, but a lot of these players were on last year's championship run. Might not have got all the minutes, but they were a part of that run, and they got that experience going through the sectional championship and the state tournament, and then the federation tournament, as we mentioned that. What an accomplishment that was for this Mendon team. The first Section 5 school from Class AA or A to win the federation tournament. And they graduated 4 starters from that team, yet they opened up this season number 4 in the state rankings. So that says a lot about the team, the players that they have coming back. You can lose all that talent from a championship team, bounce right back, and you're all of a sudden number 4 in the state. And they played some pretty tough games already, and they have a 5-1 record on the season. So Davis will bring the ball up for Sutherland. Sutherland's going to run that motion offense quite a bit, and another turnover as it's going to go back to Mendon. And one of the things Coach Judd is certainly concerned about is limiting the turnovers against this feisty Mendon defense. So far, Mendon's had the upper hand of that, knocking a lot of balls out. And we're going to get a steps there on number 21, Anya Coleman. Just got a little excited with the ball, so it's going to go back to Sutherland. We have a couple subs into the game for the Knights. Number 15, Erica Newcomb, one of the captains of this team, and number 30, Laura Brandt. Brandt, just a freshman, one of 3 different freshmen on this Sutherland Knights team. We talk about the youth, and a few of them already in the game playing significant minutes. So Sutherland looking to get on the board just about 3 minutes into the 2019 Rainbow Classic. What a great event every year. And this one's going to be a foul on Gordon as Brandt, who just checked into the game, is going to go to the line for 2. First one's up and good for the freshman. We mentioned in the opening, this event has been going on since 2001. And believe this, Pittsford students have helped raise over $500,000 that goes to several projects, including the Pediatric Intensive Care Unit and the Child and Adolescent Eating Disorder Program at the Golisano Children's Hospital. It's just a great event for a great cause, and $500,000. Annually, they're averaging about $30,000, $25,000, and last year was at $30,000. So being able to hand that check over every year is just something that I know these students, these coaches, and these programs are really proud of. It's going to turn over. It's going to be back to Sutherland, trailing 10-2, first quarter of this ball game. There they go, setting up the motion offense, working it around the perimeter. Feeding it inside, nice entry pass, and Garcia is going to get the easy layup. That was a nice feed inside to set up the layup by Garcia. So the Knights pull within 6. And back on the other end, the 3 is no good by Bishopping. And back comes Sutherland, and a chance to cut into this lead even more. Nice high screen, driving to the lane and rejected is Bergen. Going to go back up, no good. Rebound over to Bischofing. Mendon coming back the other way, trying to push it. Finds Davis on the corner. She's going to drive the lane, lays it up, no good. But she's going to head back to the line for the third time in this opening quarter. The subs in this time for the Vikings. Number 42, Bridget Miller checking in, the sophomore. First one's up and good. Still don't have everybody here in the Palestra, but you can probably hear how loud it is already. Tough environment for either team as Green knocks both down to push the lead up to 12-4 for Mendon. You'll see throughout this game and into the boys game coming up at 8 o'clock. This crowd will fill out. It is another sellout. 19 straight sellouts for the Rainbow Classic. Pretty remarkable when you think about it. Such a community event. Some members of the community, lots of students as we could see in the picture. We're just seeing mostly the Mendon side, which is completely full at this moment. You could see on the other side, the Sutherland side is just as full as well. Good hands over there by Miller to knock it out of bounds. It's going to be Sutherland possession. Over on the far side. There's those active hands forcing another loose ball. We're going to have a jump ball. It's going to stay with Pittsford Sutherland. It's hard to get in those lanes with those active hands by the Vikings. Davis inbounds and underneath. It's going to be stolen by Davis. She's going to push it up the court. No numbers. They're going to settle back into their offense. It's Strauff with the ball now, pushing it to the right side, handing it off to Coleman. He's going to pop out for three, long rebound for Green, back out to Coleman. Drives the lane, gets a little closer, no good as well. Davis on the rebound, and Davis is going to push it the other end. She's going to get tripped up, no foul called. Looked like a little incidental contact, but Coleman comes the other way. Nice feed underneath, and an easy layup for Miller. And Pittsford Mendon has opened up a 10-point lead. Good fast break. Unfortunate there for Davis. Looked like her feet got caught with a defender. Created that easy 2-on-1 opportunity for Mendon. Down in the lane, we're going to have a traveling call on number 20, Ellie Bergen. Just got caught up in the lane there. Turnover over to Pittsford Mendon. So Strauff brings it up for the Lady Vikings. Going to get a high pick. They're going to try to get the ball in the paint. Instead, she dishes it out to Bischofing. Thought about a three, passes it up. Driving the lane with the left hand, that's Bridget Miller. She has made an instant impact off the bench. Just a sophomore listed at 6 foot. Good moves down the lane and the left-handed layup to extend the lead as we approach the 2-minute mark in the opening quarter. Lexi Green playing some tough defense. We're going to get a reach-in foul, I believe, on 15, Danielle Strauff. And they are going to call it on Lexi Green in the hold. It's going to be team foul number 3 on Mendon. So Davis inbounds it underneath her own basket. Push it out, and it's going to be another turnover for Sutherland. Ball just out of the hands of number 20, Ellie Bergen. Another freshman in this game. Second year on varsity for Sutherland. We're going to switch to a little zone. Try to slow this Mendon attack up a little bit. Mendon just patiently working around the outside. Long three, no good. Lexi Green chases down the rebound. Going to kick it back out to Coleman, who's going to try a three. This one, no good. And Sutherland comes away with a rebound. Number 15, Erica Newcomb, gets that rebound. She brings it the other way, kicks it out to the left side. Bergen thought about it, passes it inside. That one looks like it was deflected. Another block for Mendon as they come back the other way. Green find Bischelping on the baseline, kicks it back outside. Davis with the quick hands, gonna have a steal. We got an opportunity one-on-one here. Davis goes up, lays it up, and good. And McKenna Davis with a nice steal and finish for Sutherland. Makes this a 10-point game as we hit the 1-minute mark in the opening quarter of play. It's been a very fast-moving Rainbow Classic girls game as Davis on the other end with the corner three. That is a big shot. They now open up a 13-point lead. Just like that, a little momentum to Sutherland, and Green answers with a three from the corner. They are just so tough, can get you from many different angles. Sutherland on offense, working it around. It's going to be a long three, a little short by Newcomb. Bischelping on the other end. I want to pull this back and hold for the final shot of play this opening quarter. As we mentioned, a fast-moving quarter. As Coleman this time fakes the three, drives the lane, is going to get pushed, and that's going to send her to the line, as that's going to be team foul number 5 on Sutherland. Of course, knew a few years ago 5 fouls in each quarter and automatically 2 shots for the other team. So Coleman to the line. He's averaging 10 points on the season, a 70% free throw shooter. The first one's up and no good. Second year on varsity, first year as a starter. The second one no good, but Katie Bischelping with the rebound, lays it back up. But Sutherland's going to come away and actually get fouled, so they are going to head to the line with a chance to chip into this lead with 7.4 seconds to go in the opening quarter. It's like Brandt's going to head to the line for Pittsford Sutherland for 2 shots as we have a few subs into the game. Newcomb checks back in for Davis, give her a break. A few seconds to go in the opening quarter. First one up and good for Brandt. On the season, a 40% free throw shooter, but you couldn't tell by that stroke. And the second one is good. That'll help that percentage. So here comes Mendon with one last chance. Green back to Bischelping. Fakes. Back over to Green at the buzzer. No good. But a fast start for the Pittsford Mendon Vikings. They have a 19-8 lead in the opening quarter of play in what's been a very entertaining already start to this game. We are going to take a quick break and come back to the Palestra as the crowd keeps filing in. And we'll be back for second quarter play here at the University of Rochester. You're watching the 2019 Rainbow Classic on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Interested in sponsoring a live stream broadcast? Varsity Media streams offer tremendous visibility for your business. Contact us today at 866-577-1950 for rates and packages.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We just had a chance to see the Pittsford cheerleaders performing for this crowd. They are such a big part of this event as well. You mentioned since 2001 this event has been going on, and it is a whole community effort, having raised over $500,000 for several different projects. The Golisano Children's Hospital. These coaches are very involved in it, and we want to kind of share throughout the game some of their thoughts. Sutherland head coach Dan Judd says, it's always been such an honor to participate in this event, a fantastic community event for a great cause, no doubt. I want to thank Pittsford Sutherland and their community and school for all they do towards this great event. So we get ready for the second quarter of play. It is Pittsford Mendon with the early 19-8 lead as both student sections get up. They are ready for second quarter play. Quick hands there by Newcomb to knock the ball out of bounds. It's going to stay Pittsford Mendon possession. Into the game now for Mendon at point. Looks like Sabrina Engen. It's a loose ball down on the floor. We're going to have another jump ball, and that one's going to go back to Sutherland. So good defense there by the Knights. As Coach mentioned, they want to play possession by possession all game and really kind of limit the opportunities of this high-scoring, fast-paced Mendon offense. They can score in a hurry, as we've seen already in this game. So they really want to limit the possessions and kind of slow this game down a little bit if they can. McKenna Davis back into the game for Sutherland, running point. So going to set up their motion offense. Screen over to Garcia, who's going to look to drive the baseline. He's got a step. Going to go on the other side of the hoop, lay it up, and got the friendly roll. What a move there by Maylee Garcia. Quickly on the other end, Green no good. Rebound by Renica. And we're going to have another jump ball. So good hustle there by Engen for Mendon to give possession back to the Vikings. Checking back in for Sutherland, number 13, Annie Reffermat. Sophomore, first year on varsity for her. Bishoping's going to take a long three, front rim, rebound to Mendon. Ball's going to go back out. Second try for Katie is no good, and we're going to get a foul underneath. It's going to go against the Vikings. So good defense to start this second quarter for Sutherland. They're within 9 now. They want to keep this game within single digits as much as they can for this game and have a chance at the end. So just underway here in the second quarter. Mendon with a 19-10 lead. Davis dribbles to the right and then back to the left. He's going to kick the ball back out. Nice cut down in the lane. Good spin move and then the rejection by Davis. That was a great move by Ellie Bergen, but Lexi Green having none of that. It's going to stay Sutherland possession and have the ball underneath their own hoop. Just a little too aggressive on the outside by Strauff. She's going to pick up a quick foul. It's going to be team foul number 2 in the second quarter for Mendon. Davis inbounding in from underneath again. The ball was tipped, it looked like, by Green. It's going to stay Pittsford Sutherland possession. Inbounds pass to Bergen, who drives the lane. She's going to get fouled again, so 3 quick fouls for the Vikings. Might come into play as the second quarter winds on. If Sutherland can get to the free throw line, really cut into this lead. Corner for Garcia, who drives into the lane, lays it up, and good. That's a couple times now. Maylee Garcia able to knife through the defense, lay it up, and get the friendly roll. Cut into this lead now 19-12, opening second quarter. As they go back to the 2-3 zone. And mixing and matching defenses a little bit. Inside the green, kicks it back outside. Going to be a 3 for Strauff, and that one's good. Danielle Strauff. Good ball movement there by Mendon and found a wide open 3 opportunity. Maylee Garcia is going to drive the lane again, going to get fouled and go to the line. That's been their best offensive possession so far, is let her drive. And she's been able to get to the rim very well so far and draw the foul this time, and is going to go to the line for 2. It's going to be fun all night here in the student sections, battling it back and forth. We can see, we mentioned on the broadcast, you can see one side of it, but these 2 sides are going back and forth. It's a lot of fun. Free throw good for Sutherland. 22-14, Pittsford Mendon. A little less than halfway through the second quarter of play. Another scramble underneath. We're going to get another jump ball in the third of this quarter. And it's going to go back the other way to Pittsford Sutherland. A good hustle there on defense. Getting out on the floor and drawing that jump ball. Checking back in for Sutherland, number 30, Laura Brandt, who had a good first quarter. As we mentioned, just a freshman listed at 5'11" for Coach Judd's team. Good drive. Layup is no good. And it is scooped up by Brandt and back up and in. So a great job by Brandt to get that rebound and go back up. And just like that, this is down to a 6-point game. So a good turnaround here for Pittsford Sutherland. Well, we got a quick timeout on the floor. We are also going to step away for a quick break. 22-16, Pittsford Mendon with the early first half lead over Sutherland. We'll be right back. You're watching the Rainbow Classic on the Varsity Media Sports Network. All right, we're back at a loud and sold-out Palestra for the 2019, well, actually the second 2019 edition of the Rainbow Classic. Some bad weather forced last year's event to be delayed a little bit into 2019. So this is officially the 2019-20 edition of the Rainbow Classic. It's Pittsford Mendon currently with a 22-16 lead over Pittsford Sutherland. And with possession, as Strauss brings the ball and sets the offense for the Vikings. It's a high screen, going to drive, kick it back out. Feed inside, looking for Gordon. And she's going to be fouled on the play. We're going to have a hold. Didn't see the number on that one, but it's going to be possession underneath for Mendon. Inside the Bishoping. Draws a double team, splits him, goes up and under for the layup. Nice move by Katie Bishoping. And another loose ball. This one's going to be taken away by Strauss, who passes it up to Coleman. She draws a couple defenders. Ball still loose. Sutherland's going to take possession, and then just like that, turned it right back over. Quick hands underneath by Sydney Gordon, who drives to the lane and almost gets the layup in, but it's going to go to the line for a pair. So good heads-up play by Sydney Gordon, one of the few seniors playing for either side in this game. She's going to have a chance to add to this Mendon Vikings lead. Gordon, a 67% free throw shooter on the season. First one's up and good. Second one good as well for Sydney Gordon. Comes into today averaging 7 points on the season. So back to a 10-point lead for Mendon as we approach the midway point of the second quarter of play. We have a foul outside, and that is going to be team foul number 5. So there comes those fouls coming into play already, not even halfway through the quarter. And every foul from here on out, the Sutherland Knights going to go to the line for a pair. So to the line for 2 is Erica Newcomb, one of the team captains, along with Ellie Renica. And the first one is good. Newcomb's averaging about 3 points a game. Makes 1 out of 2. And Mendon's going to control possession and go the other way. Gordon out top for the Vikings. Nice cut underneath. Quickly up, no good. There's a good cut by Daniel Strauss underneath on the baseline. She's going to try from way downtown. That one's a little short. Sutherland tries to track down the rebound. I think they're going to discuss if she touched it. She did not. So Pittsford Sutherland's going to take possession. And those are the kind of shots that Sutherland's going to want Mendon to take. 3-4 feet outside the arc. Definitely makeable for Mendon, but play your percentages against a team like Pittsford Mendon. Garcia with the ball, looking to drive again. Good defense that time by Coleman. And it's going to be a turnover. Ball's going to go back to Pittsford Mendon. Back into the game for Sutherland, number 13, Annie Reffermat. Good feed underneath the green. That's going to be a wide open layup. Just a little too hard on the release for Green as Sutherland gets the ball and goes back the other way. Into the lane, more traffic there. There's those hands. The ball, I think we're going to get a foul. You can see the foul is going to go on Mendon. That's going to be team foul number 6. So back to the line goes Sutherland. And that's going to be number 20, Ellie Bergen. Going to go to the line for a pair. Second leading scorer on this team, just under 8 points a game. Listed at 22% at the free throw line, but you couldn't tell by that because that looked like a nice shot. It's like nice form at the free throw line. It's early in the season. Some of these numbers definitely get skewed a little bit. Come back to normal the more games you play. So 1 out of 2 for Bergen. 8-point game, 3 minutes to go here at the Palestra. Alexi Green goes from long range, no good, but we're going to get a foul on the floor. It's going to be a hold on the Knights. Team foul number 3 for Sutherland. Ball's going to stay Mendon possession. Strauss inbounds it over to Coleman. That's a good steal by Davis. She's going to have a layup. She's going to get contested here by Gordon, but lays it up. No good. Ball comes back to Garcia. She lays it back up. This one is good, and the foul. So a chance at the three-point play for Maylee Garcia. Heads-up defense by McKenna Davis, creating that turnover, and Garcia scooping up the rebound, putting it back up, and getting fouled. Big play by Maylee Garcia. She has a chance to make this a 5-point game. The free throw is up and rolls away. Bishoping comes up with it and gets fouled in the process. A little too aggressive by Reffermat. Just the third team foul on Sutherland, so no free throws. Fourth team foul. So next one will send Mendon to the line, and Sutherland goes back to that zone defense, kind of hanging back a little bit, compressing a little. Gonna have a loose ball or tie up again. This one's gonna stay Mendon. Fourth one, I believe, in this quarter. Stay in the zone. There's Green. Look at the perimeter passing. Nicely done over in the corner. Long three by Strauss, no good. Tried to save it. And they're gonna huddle to discuss this one. This one was blocked a little bit from our vantage point in the student section, and it is going to be Pittsford Sutherland ball. So 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go, and Sutherland has a chance to cut this lead to 3 or even 4 as we approach halftime. Got to think after the quick start by Mendon, that's exactly what they wanted the end of this half to look like. Here's a quick three, and it is a three-point game as Davis from downtown cuts the lead in half. So just like that, we have a three-point ball game, and the Sutherland side gets a little louder. Staying with the zone on the other end. Over in the corner, it's going to be a long three and nothing but net. Katie Bishop answers with the three for Mendon. So it's back to a 6-point game. Nice cut down the lane by Garcia. Spins, left-handed layup, no good. Green grabs the rebound and pushes it back the other way for Mendon. Corner to Coleman. Gets a screen. Back over to Coleman. She's going to try her luck from downtown. This one no good. The battle as the ball gets tipped underneath to Green. Right place, right time. Lays it up and good. So a quick 5 points there for Mendon. Pushes this back to an 8-point game. As the runner in the lane, no good. That's rebounded by Bishoping the other way. Over Lexi Green. And good defense there by Sutherland, getting the ball back. Davis leads the fast break. It's a 2-on-2. See what she does here. Decides to wisely pull it back up. It's going to be a long three-point attempt, and good. That is Laura Brandt with the three as we're under a minute to play, and Coach Judd is going to call a timeout. Quick 30-second timeout here for Sutherland, and while we have a chance, we already talked about Coach's thoughts as we try to get the official ruling down. I'm not sure if they're calling timeout or we do get a timeout. That was actually called by Mendon. I think it's a 30-second timeout. So on the other side, Coach Todd Julian, he has been involved in this game right from the get-go, and he sums it up really well. He says this Rainbow Classic is the single best high school sporting event players can participate in. We certainly agree with him. The energy supplied by players and the student body provide the best atmosphere anyone can hope to play in. I mean, that's certainly true. We're seeing it already, and we're looking forward to another couple hours of great basketball here at the Palestra. So we wind down the first half. Mendon with possession, leading by 5. Holman's going to drive the lane, pull up, quick floater, no good. Rebound underneath, lays it up, and good. Katie Bishoping lays it back up. Nice rebound and put back. As we're under 20 seconds to go, Garcia with the head fake. She's going to kick it back outside. Going to be a long three attempt and good. So the answer by Allie Renica. As we are down to 6 seconds to go. Let's see what Mendon can do in their final possession. They kick it over. It's going to be another long three attempt. No good. And we're going to run out of time. And what an end to this first half of play. We head to halftime with the Mendon Vikings leading 33-29, a frantic ending to that half. And this is the game we were all hoping for, all expecting. Back and forth. It was a quick start by Mendon. Sutherland answered, and it's been a little bit of back and forth ever since that. So we are going to pause for a halftime break, catch our breath, get ready for the second half, and we will be back in just a few minutes. You are watching the Rainbow Classic here at the Palestra on the Varsity Media Sports Network. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Palestra here at the campus of the University of Rochester. We're getting set for the second half of play between Pittsford Mendon and Pittsford Sutherland in this year's edition of the Rainbow Classic, an event that's been going on since 2001 and is not only a fun night, a great night for the community, but it's a chance for these students, these programs, to give back. It's something they've been fundraising for this event for quite a while now. They had activities all week, including today, a pep rally today for this event just to get everybody fired up. And $500,000 has been raised by this fundraiser game between the two schools since 2001 to give back to numerous projects at the Golisano Children's Hospital to help raise awareness and support. So we are set to get going in the second half. It's going to be Pittsford Sutherland ball, currently trailing by 4, but made a nice comeback in the second quarter to make this a very tight game against the number 4 team in the entire state in Pittsford Mendon. Original starting lineup for both teams as Davis drives the lane, a reverse layup with a right hand, no good. Green gets the rebound, and back the other way comes Mendon. Good entry pass underneath to Gordon, who lays it up and in. That was Green to Gordon. And an easy layup to make it a 6-point game. Definitely one of the closest battle this Mendon team has faced so far this year. Had a tough loss against Williamsville South. Very dramatic game where Mendon sent it into overtime with a 3-pointer at the buzzer by Katie Bishop and then lost 62-60, and then had a good close battle with Victor at home on December 10th. But aside from that, it's been all blowout victories for Mendon. As to the line is number 20, Ellie Bergen for the Knights. First one is no good. Bergen, the second leading scorer on this team, averaging just under 8 points a game and 6 rebounds. And the second one is good from the freshman Ellie Bergen. In her second year on the varsity team. So Mendon with possession, gets it into the lane. Kicks it back outside. Over for a long 3 by Engen. No good. Rebound by Sutherland. And that ball's going to get tapped off of Bergen's leg, and it's going to stay Pittsford Mendon possession. A good heads-up play on defense by Mendon to keep possession of the ball. Just underway here in the second half of one of the most entertaining, most fun events, certainly that we always look forward to every year at Varsity Media, and I'm sure the entire community of Pittsford looks forward to this one for a long time as well. We're just getting started. We still got another full basketball game to go after this as the boys take the court. The matchup of Sutherland versus Mendon in the boys edition as Cindy Gordon gets her second straight bucket for Mendon to push the lead to 37-30. Back on the other end, quick three, no good by Renica. And Mendon wasting no time getting back down on offense. Green on the outside. Looks like either a 2-3-1 or 2-3 or 1-3-1 zone by, they go back into 2-3 zone by Sutherland. Long three by Coleman, this one no good. Green battling for the rebound, gets it, kicks it back outside, back to Coleman, back inside to Green. Up and under, good for Lexi Green. Nice strong move by the junior, as Mendon has now scored the last 6 points to start this half, and Coach Judd is going to take a timeout. This Pittsford Mendon team, we mentioned, won the first ever state championship last year. It was just an incredible run by this team and became the first Section 5 school in Class A or AA to win the Federation Tournament, which is all of the programs, the 4 different divisions of play in basketball in New York State, which is pretty remarkable. You don't see it very often, and Mendon was able to do it in thrilling fashion. Just a fun team to watch, fun team for us to film, and it was a great season for Coach Julian and his team. And they lose 4 starters. They come back this year and immediately ranked number 4 in New York State. It's pretty incredible with all the talent that they lost, but they've had a lot of players on this team back again this year, getting more experience, and they're off to that 5-1 start with the number 4 ranking in the state, and currently holding a 9-point lead over their crosstown rivals from Sutherland, 39-30 with 5 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. It's going to be Sutherland ball as Mendon stays man-to-man. Going to try to feed it into the lane. Driving the lane is Garcia again and lays it up and in. Another strong drive from Maylee Garcia, leading this team in scoring. Got 10 points on the day, I believe, and they've all been in those driving layup one-on-one situations. Outside, no good. Jumper, Gordon tracks down the rebound, lays it up and in. So 6 points in this second half already for Sydney Gordon. For Pittsford Mendon, the senior. Listed at 6 foot, used her size on that one. Driving the lane, layup is good. So a good answer by Ellie Bergen for Pittsford Sutherland. It's been a quick start to this second half of play. A lot of scoring so far, 41-34, Mendon leads. We get to the midway point of the third quarter. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay Pittsford Sutherland possession, Pittsford Mendon possession. And we're hoping at some point in this third quarter to be joined by Pittsford Athletics athletic director, Mr. Scott Barker. He is a busy man tonight and always, so he's going to try to find a few moments to hop up here on the broadcast and talk a little bit more about this event, what's been going on around each school as they get ready for this event, and some of the great things that this fundraiser gives back to. So we're hoping to have Mr. Barker on here at some point in the third quarter or fourth quarter of play. So Pittsford Mendon is going to head to the line. It's going to be the first foul on Sutherland. First one is up and no good. Second free throw attempt no good as well. There was Ellen Henry at the line for Mendon. We're just past the midway point in the third quarter of play, and it's been tight throughout. And we're going to get a quick timeout, I believe a full timeout by Pittsford Sutherland. So we're going to step aside for a second as well and come back. You are watching the 2019 Rainbow Classic here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Fans, why settle for watching games after they've been played? Varsity Media brings the action to you live. Contact us today to learn more about streaming your events live. 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net. We highlight your life.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are midway through the third quarter of play. It's Pittsford Mendon with a 41-34 lead over Pittsford Sutherland. Take a look at both teams' schedules so far this season. Still early on in the season for both teams. Mendon comes in with a 5-1 record. They have wins over Greece Athena, Eastridge, Victor, Brighton, and Hilton. And we mentioned before that tough loss to Williamsville South by 62-60 final. And meanwhile, the Sutherland Knights entered today with a 2-4 record. They have losses to Penn Yan, Arcadia, Livonia, and Spencerport, and wins over Greece Olympia and Greece Odyssey on the season. So just the 7th game for both programs tonight in a long season of Section 5 basketball. It's going to be Sutherland ball underneath. Cut down the lane. Good hands, though, underneath by Danielle Strauff. Comes away with the turnover. Mendon with a chance to build on their 7-point lead. There's that zone defense again by Sutherland. It's going to create some open shots. It's just a matter of if Mendon can knock them down. There's Gordon. It's going to drive to the lane. A little floater, no good. Fouls it. Ball is loose. We're going to have another tie-up. The ball is going to stay Pittsford Mendon basketball. That was a tough shot by Gordon, but she was able to foul it. Ball was loose, and just some active hands underneath to create the jump ball situation. The ball underneath for Mendon. It's going to be a wide open look for Coleman. She nails that one. Anya Coleman with the 3 for Mendon. And it's one of those open shots that they're going to have a chance to knock down, and so far so good on that one. Sutherland with a chance to answer. Good pressure defense on the top of the perimeter by Mendon. Trying to set up under low. We got some bodies banging down there. That's Ellie Bergen fighting for a position. We'll go down. I think they're going to have a timeout. Quick timeout by Coach Judd. It's going to be a full timeout as we have 3 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. It's been a very entertaining game. It's a 10-point lead right now for Mendon. A little bit of a game of runs. First quarter, Mendon opened up very quickly, scored the game's first 10 points. And then Sutherland battled back towards the end of the first, early into the second. It was a close game at halftime, and Pittsford Mendon has had the better of this third quarter, upping their halftime lead from 4 to 10 now. But this is the game that Coach Judd mentioned pregame, that he wanted to go possession by possession. Just keep it close. Give his team a chance. This would certainly be the biggest win of the season for his Knights. All right, we are back up. We want to apologize for the technical difficulties. It's one of the challenges being crammed in with so many people around. Just stuff gets bumped, and just had to do a little quick restart of the program, and we're back at it. So we rejoin you with a minute to go Pittsford Mendon has been able to extend the lead to 15, make it 18 as Lexi Green knocks down a 3. So here comes that potent Mendon Vikings offense. It's 54-36 with just under a minute to go here in this third quarter play. So blink an eye and they can score about 10 points really quickly. Coming the other way, driving the lane, no good as the layup by Sutherland, by Caitlin Bergen. And transition the other way. Bishoping with the head fake, goes up, lays it in. And it is a 20-point game just like that. Pittsford Mendon has just turned on overdrive here at the Rainbow Classic. Really clicking on all cylinders offensively and defensively. But back on the other end, trying to slow down this run. Ellie Bergen's going to get to the line as she is fouled going to the lane. And a couple subs coming in for Sutherland. It's going to be Reffermat and Newcomb coming back in along with Haley Renica. Ellie heading to the line is number 20, Ellie Bergen, the freshman. First free throw up and good. So she's able to stop this run by Pittsford Mendon. Second one rattles in and out. Possession to Mendon. One more chance to get on the scoreboard here as Lexi Green drives. Ball's just going to go out of bounds. Lost control of it a little bit. So Sutherland's going to have 5.7 seconds to go to try to get a couple more points before the end of the third quarter. Make a couple quick substitutions on both sides, offense and defense. Garcia's going to inbound the ball to Davis. She's going to drive the lane, kick it over. It's going to be a a one-legged three attempt. Is no good by Allie Renica. So we are going to be at the end of the third quarter, and a late run by Pittsford Mendon has pushed this lead up to 56-37. It is now a 19-point game with 1 quarter to play here at the Palestra. So we're going to step aside just for a few moments. We'll be back for the final quarter of play here at the University of Rochester. You're watching Pittsford Sutherland versus Pittsford Mendon on the Varsity Media Sports Network. All right, final quarter of play here at the Palestra as it's starting to get more and more full and definitely getting louder and louder. Pittsford Sutherland's going to have possession first. A long three, no good by Renica. Rebound is tracked down, and a foul is going to be called as Ellie Bergen tracks down the rebound, and she's going to get fouled to retain possession for the Knights. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Our free live stream broadcast of this great event. This is something we've done now for 3 straight years. Really appreciate everybody tuning in, and glad we're able to bring you this action. Game 1 of 2 as Garcia gets on the board again for Pittsford Sutherland, chipped into this lead. As I mentioned, game 1 of 2, the boys' game to start about 30 minutes or so after the conclusion of this game at around 8 o'clock. Should be an exciting contest between 3-1 Sutherland and 2-1 Mendon. Long three, no good for Davis. Tracked down by Green for Pittsford Mendon. It's Strauss sets up the offense for Mendon. She's going to pull up, take it herself, and nothing but net. Danielle Strauss, 4-2 for the Vikings. Hold on to a 19-point lead as we're under 7 to go in the final quarter play. Driving to the lane, the right-handed floater is good. Ellie Virgin, nicely done. Good-looking player, just a freshman. She's going to be an anchor on this team for quite some time. Another 3 more years. It's a long 3 is no good. There's Haley Giordano into the game for Mendon. Got to look at that 3 as we get some more subs coming in. Coleman checks back in for the Vikings, and out goes Bishoping, I believe. It's a high five from Coach Julian. So Brandt with the ball, feeds it underneath. And good hands there underneath by Ellen Henry for Mendon, taking that ball away. Give and go up top. Here comes another 3 attempt. This one no good. It was Giordano again. Green battling for the ball, got the rebound and was fouled. Team foul number 2 against Pittsford Sutherland. More subs coming in. Checking back in is Pistorius for Sutherland. Trying to get the ball inside to Green, and an over-the-back call is going to be called on Pistorius. Third team foul for Sutherland. His number 24, Kira Nemi, checks in for Mendon. And if we mispronounce any of the names, we apologize. We have another quick timeout here by the Knights. Just want to reiterate that not only this is a big rivalry game, and this is something that both teams take to heart as something bigger than basketball. I had a chance to talk to both coaches and get their thoughts on what it means to play in this game. And from Coach Todd Julian, who has been around in this game since the start, a very big part of it, he mentions that this is the single best high school sporting event players can participate in. I mean, that's high praise coming from a head basketball coach. He says the energy supplied by players and the student body provide the best atmosphere anyone can hope to play in. And they're also very proud of the money that they help raise for the hospital. And they've raised a lot of money, over $500,000. And same thing on the other side with Coach Judd, who says it's always been such an honor to participate in this event. It's a fantastic community event for a great cause, and he just wants to thank everyone for helping promote and bringing awareness to the game and to this great cause that they're contributing to. So no matter what the final score is, these teams are playing for something bigger than a win and a loss. They're supporting a great cause in the Gals Arnold Children's Hospital. So hats off to both teams and the community of Pittsford for the job that they do towards that cause. Back to the game. We're under 6 minutes to go, and Pittsford Mendon has possession with a comfortable 17-point lead. Nice entry pass to Lexi Green, who gets fouled. It was a great feed inside by Coleman. And Green she can't believe that she missed the layup, but she did get fouled, and will head to the line for a pair. On the season, the junior Lexi Green averaging 19 points, 5 rebounds, and is shooting 61% from the field, which is pretty remarkable from inside the arc, 27% from outside as she knocks down the first free throw. She's also 60% at the line. I think that number is going to go up a little bit after today. She is unofficially 5 for 7 at the line as she knocks down another one, 6 for 8, and she thought she might be heading to the bench, but no, Katie Bishoping's coming back in for Mendon. Coach Julian starting to get some of these other players onto the court and get some playing time in this great traditional rivalry game. For Sutherland, Maylee Garcia looks to drive again and does. She's going to get bumped. Bishoping can't believe it. She just kind of fell down and looked like Maylee kind of fell over her. But regardless, it's going to be team foul number 2 on Mendon. And the ball is going to be underneath, inbounds to Sutherland by McKenna Davis. As number 23, Eliza Ryan, checks in for Mendon. Seeing her first action tonight. Good entry feed underneath. We're going to have a foul. And Bergen's going to head to the line, or Bergen's going to head to the line for a pair for Sutherland. First one good for Ellie Bergen. Second leading scorer on the Sutherland Knights team. Second one is no good, and it's tracked down in the corner by Kira Nemi for Mendon. Driving the lane, layup is good. There's Danielle Straub. That was a nice move. Good first step, a little floater in the lane. Makes this a 20-point game as we approach the midway point of the final quarter of play. Garcia back for the Knights is going to get bumped. Going to be the fourth team foul on Mendon. Foul is going to go against number 24, Abby Capitelli. So they're indicating 5 team fouls now. So it looks like the scoreboard was a little off. So it is going to be a pair of free throws for the junior, number 23, Maylee Garcia. Leading scorer for this Sutherland team at 8 points a game. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw rolls around and good for Garcia. So a pair of free throws for Maylee Garcia and the Sutherland Knights, back to an 18-point game. In the post, kicks it back out. It's going to be a 3 by Strauf, and good. Knocks down another one for Danielle Strauf. Third 3 of the game for the sophomore. Driving to the lane back on the other end as Pistorius is going to get fouled, and she is also going to head the line for a pair for Sutherland. Just want to remind everybody looking to watch the boys game coming up about 20 or 30 minutes after this game. It's actually going to be on our YouTube channel, right where you're watching it now, youtube.com/varsitymedia. Just know that this event will end and it'll be its own separate event. It'll come to you live just a few minutes before tip-off right here at the Palestra, as there are becoming less and less empty seats here. Second free throw is up and good for Sutherland. So we hope to have everybody tune in, and going to have some special guests on for game number 2. We're going to be joined by Mendon head coach Todd Julian, and also a player as well, if he can convince one of them to come on the broadcast and talk a little bit about us, about their win and their remarkable season last year. So looking forward to have Coach Julian at the start of the boys game in probably about 45 minutes from now. So looking forward to that. So we're past the midway point of the final quarter of play. Mendon in cruise control here, up by 19. Driving the lane, Strauf up and under, lays it in, and good. She has had herself a great game. Danielle Strauf with the layup for Mendon. Like we're going to have a quick timeout called by Coach Judd, who wants to talk this over. We're going to step aside for a quick break here and be back for the final 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the Rainbow Classic. You're watching Pittsford Sutherland versus Pittsford Mendon on the Varsity Media Sports Network. All right, we are back here for the final 3 minutes and 30 seconds as we're winding down the game one of the 2019-20 Rainbow Classic annual rivalry game between Pittsford Sutherland and Pittsford Mendon, separated by just a few miles. And this is a fun game for everybody involved, including the players, as a three is up and good for Laura Brandt, who's had herself a good game for Sutherland. She knocks in three for the Knights. They just want to close this game out, get some momentum going, move ahead to their next game of the season. On a break as we get closer and closer to Christmas. Are you looking forward to a little time off, a little time with the family? We also got a lot of basketball as well. Looks like Strauff stepped on the end line. It's going to go back to Sutherland. So it'll be a busy couple weeks throughout the holidays for us at Varsity Media. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to covering some more great holiday tournament action. Lots of that going on next week and the next weekend. Sutherland with possession, but it's stolen away by Strauff. It's going to slow things down. A little under 3 to go here in the game. Driving the lane up, no good. Was the runner by Ryan. Sutherland on the other end. Looked like Strauff got a piece of that one. Lexi Green doesn't see any numbers. She's going to back it out. Anya Coleman, excuse me. Going to back it out. Strauff's going to fake the handoff. He's going to dribble into the corner. So you see both boys' teams heading to their respective locker rooms, getting ready for their game. That was Lexi Green with the layup and makes this a 20-point ball game. Back on the other end, a quick three, no good. Rebound by Mendon, who is just content with slowing this one down. I think we might have a substitution timeout here by Coach Julian as he starts to empty his bench. It's like Casey Mooney out there, number 30, Caroline Miller. Number 10, Ashley Trott, also in the game for Mendon. Along with Strauff and Eliza Ryan stays into the game. So final 2 minutes or so of action. Certainly been an entertaining game. Great job by both crowds. They've been into this one throughout, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of that in the second game of our doubleheader here at the Palestra. What a perfect place to have a rivalry game like this. Just a great, it's obviously a great college basketball environment, but a great high school environment. And the turnout by the Pittsford community is second to none, as we mentioned a few times. 19 straight sellouts for this game. Pretty impressive. A few subs in for the Knights. Refferman comes back in. Joined out in the court by Renica. Pistorius still out there. Number 33, Caitlin Burgeon. And number 15, Erica Newcomb running point for the Knights. So final minute of play here at the Palestra. Mendon's going to cruise to their 6th victory of the season, improved to 6-1 on the season. Sutherland Knights going to fall to 2-5 with a lot more of the season to come. Just the 7th game of the 2019-20 Section 5 season. It's always a grind. So many things can happen. Plenty of time for them to turn things around for this season as the Mendon fans start doing their victory chant. Just a few more seconds to go. Is a nice reverse layup by Ellen Henry. She gets on the scoreboard in the scorebooks for the Vikings. It's a good battle underneath by both sides. It's going to be a long 3 attempt in and out. Rebound and the putback no good by Reformat, and Mendon's going to have the ball. Could back this out and run the clock down. Let's see what they do. One more chance. Some of these players getting their first opportunities, want to make the most of it. Jumper in the lane, no good. One more chance for Sutherland as we got 5 seconds remaining. Nice head fake drive to the lane. Layup is no good. It was Newcomb, and the clock hits 0 as the Pittsford Mendon Vikings use a big second half, come back from a close contest, and win this one 71-49. A very entertaining game. Well played by both sides. As we hear the final victory chant from Mendon Madness over there, the Mendon faithful. The two teams will meet for their final handshakes. So we're going to have a little bit of a break before the boys game. As mentioned, it's going to be on a different event. So head on over to youtube.com/varsity media. Get ready to watch the boys game in about 30 minutes or so. We'll be coming live just before tip-off. So we are going to wrap this one up. And as mentioned before, looking forward to having Coach Julian and hopefully a player or two on the broadcast at the start of the boys game as well. For this game, Pittsford Mendon moves to 6-1 on the season, number 4 team in the state, with a 71-49 victory over their rivals from Sutherland. I want to thank our entire production crew here, Kyle Sanson, Alex Pouliot, and Jay LaDolce, who is down on the court taking some video as well. This has been a lot of fun. Appreciate everybody tuning in. The final score here, Pittsford Mendon 71, Pittsford Sutherland 49. You've been watching the Rainbow Classic on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Good night, everyone.